And a very good afternoon. Yes, I said afternoon. It's normally an evening job, but it's an afternoon one today. It's episode number 14 of the Bowlcast podcast. We're down at Bowlcast Studios this afternoon. Took a couple of days off just to relax, do some fishing, watch a little bit of Netflix and other bits and pieces over the weekend. So it's good to be back in the studio and recording this episode. And thank you to everyone that came back and had a listen after the hiatus there, whilst we moved the studio to the new location. Thank you to everyone that jumped back on board and downloaded episode 13. And as I said, we're happy to be back and recording this particular episode. So quick shout out to everyone, obviously, still lockdown, thinking of you guys, and fingers crossed the case numbers in New South Wales are showing a steady decline now, a couple of days within the 600s, so definitely well on your way to that October 15 reopening, and looking forward to seeing everyone getting back to some form of normality, and thoughts with those businesses that have been greatly affected by these particular lockdowns. So shout out to the guys in Victoria as well. I haven't actually seen an update. I've had a pretty busy morning on the fishing rod, to be fair, but I haven't had a look at the case numbers for Victoria this morning. But anyway, fingers crossed you guys can to get back to bowling as soon as possible. So a couple of things to cover off in a reasonably short episode this week. Not a lot of bowling going on, but obviously for obvious reasons. But the Ken Mills Cup was run over the weekend with 7 teams participating from different regions across southeast Queensland, and it was the team from Caboolture taking out the overall win over the 16 games. So congratulations to the team from Caboolture. They won both divisions, the boys and the girls divisions. And in second place, Mount Warren, and third place, Ashmore. So congratulations to those guys. It's great to see junior bowling up and going again in southeast Queensland. It's been a couple of false starts for other events this year, and COVID continues to raise its ugly head. So great to see the event get off. Kirsty and Rob do a great job of running the event, and it's got some long-standing traditions, and we look forward to a full version in 2022, and hopefully all of the teams are able to travel, and this wretched COVID's gone away, and things are, as I said, back to normal. So congratulations to everyone that participated there. It's definitely great to see events like that getting up and doing what they do best, and that's bowl. So so congratulations again, and just sneaking up some stuff on my phone right now as we're looking at the 10-pin results website. So 10-pin results obviously was a platform that's used to log all of our scores, through league and obviously other tournaments and other paces. But as a platform themselves, 10-pin results have actually started an e-league. So it's a league that you obviously participate in your usual weekly league, and your scores that are derived from that are entered into a competition. So I'll go through the post. It was posted up earlier in the week. It says, new, join an e-league today, and for the month of October, compete against other bowlers from other centres using your normal league scores. Any average, any ability, cash or medallions, we have something for you. So we'll just open up the link here, and as I said, I'm reading on the go. So just trying to get across how it all works. So we'll read through the entry for those that haven't seen it. Basically, it says an e-league is a competition where you can compete against bowlers from around the country using your regular league scores. All you have to do is sign up and let 10-pin results take care of the rest. If you haven't played before, you can see how it works on this infographic. Obviously, logging on to 10pinresults.com.au will get you that infographic, and have a read of the rules. It's easy. Choose a league or multiple leagues to join, and based on the type of league you're in, your scores are automatically collected, collated and processed into the competition. Some e-leagues play for cash and cost more to enter, others for some shiny medallions which are generally cheaper and shorter. Some run for a few months, others for just a few weeks. Which leagues you join is up to you. So obviously there's a variety of options there from what I can see. You've obviously got scratch and handicap divisions there, and some are longer format, some are shorter format. So I guess as we come out of COVID, you've got the ability to participate in some e-leagues and bowl potentially against some friends from interstate. So yeah, it's an interesting concept. So we'll read on here. It says, if you sign up and genuinely unable to compete in the season due to COVID lockdowns or restrictions, your entry will be refunded as a store credit by the end of the scheduled season or earlier. This store credit can be used to enter future seasons or other events. So there you go. So I'm just reading through. You've got some new stuff here. We've got a $15 entry for 3 best weeks, so that's 90% of 210. So that's obviously a medallion league, and then there's another entry here at $40, 3 best weeks, scratch only, pays 1 in 5 with $250 for first place. So just another way that you can use your league scores. There's also a graded cash October event. So that's $40 also, and it's your best 3 weeks of league. And that's graded at 90% of 210 also. So that pays 1 in 5 and $250 for first place. So as you can see, there's some different ways of actually participating now. Obviously, saw this posted up on one of the great forums, Australian 10-Pin Bowlers Forum on Facebook. Daryl does a really good job of monitoring and maintaining that page and obviously posting content to that particular page. So jump onto that one if you're not already there. And there's obviously been some discussion around unfair playing fields and other pieces. So it's an interesting discussion and it makes for an interesting, I guess, thought if you bowl in a centre that's, I guess, considered particularly easy against a centre that's particularly harder. There may be a slight disadvantage, I guess, but I think at that sort of that entry fee, we're not talking $500-600 for an entry fee. We're talking $15 to $40 and a little bit of fun. I think it's a positive move to, I guess, generate some interest in and around bowling and give you the option to participate and potentially win some money in some other league formats. So jump onto 10-Pin Results, obviously have a look at that, see what you think, and maybe sign up if that definitely floats your boat. So and that's about it on the bowling front this week. I haven't seen a lot from the US. Obviously, they're moving into their off season. There are regional events that are ongoing and across the way, but outside of that, I think what we're going to do potentially is move the podcast in a slightly different direction. We still want to cover off all of the topics that are 10-pin bowling, but we might start to have a look at some of the new releases as far as equipment is concerned. We might start to look at centres, talk to some centres, and get those guys on the podcast and have a chat to them about their centres and what they're doing and what they offer as far as that's concerned. But of particular interest, obviously, is the equipment side of things. I'd love to be able to jump in and get a little bit more technical on some of the equipment that's coming out. There's a heap of new gear that's just about to release from Cubic or AMF, and I've seen the Pride from Motive. That ball's much anticipated as a benchmark ball. So looking forward to see how that one plays out on the lanes, and I know that there's just been genuinely a lot of interest in that ball, a lot of buzz around the Motive brand itself, and I think I've mentioned somewhere else that I believe that this is the year of Motive. I believe they're about to have a really cracking next 12 months, and this ball, the Pride, is no doubt going to lead the way for that particular event, but for that particular company, sorry. So look forward to bringing you some, I guess, well, not so much reviews. We'll probably just take a look at the spec sheets and things like that, and start to have a chat about those pieces of equipment that are coming out and where we see them, or where I see them fitting in an arsenal, and You'll obviously be guided by your pro shop operators in this particular instance. My advice will be general only, not quite the product disclosure statements of a financial advisor. But yeah, I think if we can take it off in a slightly different direction, we'll start to really look at and dig into the new ball releases that are coming out from all of the companies. There'll be no bias. We'll have a look at all of them and hopefully add some value to you, the listener. So until then, have a wonderful week. And if you've got any suggestions, drop a comment in Facebook and let us know what ball you'd like us to have a look at. And we'll hopefully get that started from next week. We might actually use the Pride from Motive as the first ball that we review. Another one of interest to me is the Power Talk, I believe, from Colombia. That's an old nameplate that's been re-brought back in. They've done that a lot with the Brunswick balls. So obviously Brunswick's carried on the tradition of bringing back some of those older nameplates. So it's another interesting piece as well. So we might jump in and have a look at those two next week, because I know they're both benchmark balls. So we might start off with benchmark balls and have a look at those. And until then, have a great week. If you're able to get out and bowl, please do support your local centres. They need all the help they can get during these uncertain times. So appreciate you all jumping on and having a listen. And until next week, goodbye for now.